Hello, and welcome to park close to Penn State University, right by the airport. I even got my aviators on here to match the theme. This is the coolest park I've ever seen because, as you can see, it's got runways back and forth across the way to go with the whole airport theme. It's got the equipment, it's got windsocks, it's got a control tower, it's got all the stuff laid out like airplanes. But what I want to talk about today is the control tower part. Because the control tower is a pretty important part of an airport. It provides direction, it provides instruction, and communication between different vehicles. And that's pretty important because, of course, we know that if we don't have communication at an airport, what's going to happen? There's going to be a crash somewhere. It's only a matter of time. And that's what the control tower's job is, to make sure that those crashes don't happen and to keep communication going. Now, we have Jesus, and we have the Holy Spirit to continue to guide us, and He's kind of like our control tower. He tells us when it's right to do this, when it's not right to do that. We sense conviction and those things of those natures. We sense the leading sometimes to go and talk to someone or encourage someone. And so it's important that we, as followers of Christ, that we listen to our control tower as well. It's very important, because otherwise our Christian lives are going to crash and burn. Now, it's also important that for a control tower to be very clear and to be very accurate, but to make up their mind. Because the last thing you want in a control tower is say, yeah, go ahead, it's safe to land. And when you're about 3/4 of the way down, all of a sudden you're like, I changed my mind. I don't think that it is safe to land anymore, and I'm going to let the other guy land instead. Yeah, that's not what you want. Matter of fact, Jesus addressed something similar to this in Matthew 5:30, starting at verse 33. Again, you have heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not swear falsely, but shall perform your oaths to the Lord. But I say to you, do not swear at all, neither by heaven, for it is God's throne, nor by earth, for it is his footstool, nor by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great King. Nor shall you swear by your head, because you cannot make one hair white or black. But let your yes be yes, and your no, no. For whatever is more than these is from the evil one. So Jesus is telling his followers that it's important that when they say yes, or when they commit to doing something, then that's what they do. If they say no, then don't do it. But what happened was people would swear by different types of things. And if you swore by really big things like God's throne, then it was really important that you not break that. But if you swore by, say, your own mother or your own father, something of those nature, then, if you break that, it's not a terrible deal. So basically, there's different levels of promises, or different levels of agreements that they would make with people. And if you made one of the smaller levels of commitment, then it really wasn't a big deal if you just broke it. So your word wasn't worth a whole lot. And Jesus says, do away with all that, and just be a man or a woman of your word. Let your yes be yes, and your no be no. And if you do those things, it's going to be a whole lot better. And so that's what he's trying to teach them. And so it's important, again, that we understand that we do the same. He's very clear with us. We need to be clear with those around us as well. Let our yes be yes. Let our no be no. And remember that when your end of time comes and it's time for you to go on up to heaven, that I hope that you have clear sailing and your runways are clear for takeoff. Have a great day, and God bless.